good afternoon from Karen. I am the name and the face behind Stitches and Jacks. I have got some new subscribers and I'd like to say a big thank you to coming over and joining the party with us and sticking around. I'm currently halfway, just over halfway, working through Vlogtober and all my daily shenanigans. I think I've taken 1 or 2 days off so far, and I'm about 1 or 2 days behind with editing. I do like doing a little bit of vlogging, bit of a quandary, so I thought I'd come on and I would make a record of my WIPS. So I made a list, thought I would put a little podcast together and go through my WIPS and get them straight in project bags rather than just go round and round in my head. So I hope you enjoy what you see, what I share. So the first WIP that I'm going to share with you today is everything's falling down, is Shawlography, and it was the 2021 Stephen West make along, and I was doing really well, and then I wasn't sure on my colour choices. I tried to choose something that was different to what I would normally choose. I really like blue. I do think I'm going through a bit of a pink phase now, and I don't know whether you're the same when you just kind of knit yourself through one colour and then go into another colour. Let me just get my bag and show you. And I wasn't sure about ripping it out, so I thought just leave it. So this is Shawlography 2022. And I bought my yarns from Pixie Yarns, who's beautiful yarn dyer. It's nothing to do with the yarn dyer or the yarn. I think I just went for an autumnal colourway, but I think I should have just stuck with my gut really and gone for blues. So it came in this beautiful bag. So I bought the set from her, and I'll show you how far I managed to get. And I think, yeah, see, look. Yeah. I'm not even sure that I finished the first part of the clue. I'm also capable of knitting it, but it was just, I don't know whether I shouldn't have chosen this as my first colour. So if I can get all the balls out and show you the beautiful colours without dropping everything everywhere. Right, look at this colourway for autumn. I'm all cack-handed. Let's try 2 in one hand and 3 in another hand. There we are. That was my colour choice. I think this isn't as cream as I thought it was going to be. I still love all of them. So I've got a total of, I don't think I said that, did I, in the beginning? Got a total of 10 WIPs. There are some things I'd really like to do, so I think I need to get myself organised. So this is my Shawlography from 2021, and I'm going to pull this out and take it back. I'm not intending to use this yarn yet for anything else, so if by me sort of having to clear the decks I come back to this, it will all be caked up ready for me. So that's that. The second Right, so that's that. The second one that I'm going to have a look at, is the SSP, the Slip Stitch Party by Isabel Kramer. And when this pattern came out, I think it was like in the autumn, I was like, oh my word, oh, I love it. And I think I've got everything in stash. So let's have a look at this. No. Wrong bag. So it was in a basket, and I've just stuffed it in a black sheep wool bag, which is really big, so you can hold a scarf or shawl in it. And these colours are just up my street. I love it. I still love it, and I would still like to make it. So here it is. Oh, it's a bit crinkled. And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I am using, it's all out of my stash, so I was really chuffed with myself. Let me see if I have all these colours. And it's Sublime Extra Fine Merino. Beautiful. Oh, and there's the pinky one, the corally one. So look at that colourway, and I think the navy and this blue here, I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, but beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I think one of the well, there are two problems really. I think when I made it, I didn't really understand the instructions in the sense of for the yarn. I think it said that it was a heavy fingering weight yarn. I thought that meant a DK, because I think the English DK is a lighter than other places. It is quite heavy. It is, it's made up of, I think, a nice fabric. But my notes are inconcise. I have picked this up, and I've picked it up, and I cannot for the life of me work out where I am, because you're obviously increasing from when you start off. So I am frogging this. That's two projects in, and I'm frogging it, only because I've picked up two at least twice, and I can't work it out. My life's too short, really. So it will go back in my stash. I may come to this again, and it will be start to finish. So that's two projects. So let's just check these off my list. Stephen West, my slip, and my three. Oh, right, yes. This is something that I keep forgetting that I've got. I know I've got it, but it's lurking. Oh. Yeah, so my third project, I know that I have, but it's been lurking up there, and it is, I wonder if you can guess just by the box. This is Christmas 2023, and it's Toft, and I'm not spoiling it for anybody. So it was the Bird of Peace, and I really struggled with this to keep up when I was doing Vlogmas, and I really like Toft, like it as a brand, like everything behind it, but I struggle with the fact that the videos are on Instagram and I can't pause these. I can pause it, but I can't rewind it to watch it again. So I would have appreciated having a video that you can pause and rewind. I'm more than capable of making it, because this was with beads, and I was a bit like, oh my word, what am I going to do? And then I realised I'd already learned this technique when I'm looking over there, because the top of the Queen, when our Queen had her Platinum Jubilee, and she had the beads in her crown. I can't think. Oh, and I think she had a bracelet. So I'd already learnt to do that, and I was surprised. So I don't know how far, what day I'm up to. I've literally just picked this up just before I sat down to record the body and the head. So I think I'm going to keep this because I really would like to finish it. But I'm going to park it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to park it in the loading bay. It's on pause. So I'm not going to commit that I'm going to finish this year, but I might finish. I would like definitely to finish it next year. So at the moment it's on pause. Okay. I'm in a happy place with that. So that's number 3. Then number 4, I started working on this last the spring. Should we say the spring? I think that covers me. The spring of 2023, and it was a project that as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my word, I need to knit this, I need to knit this. And it was the Moby Slipover by Petite Knit. Absolutely beautiful. I think part of the reason I didn't complete this is because I wasn't confident that I could wear something like that. But for those of you that are following me, you will have noticed that I have worn my Love Note, and then I bought a commercial pattern in the early summer. I must have been making it, was I making it in June? Yeah, June. Was I doing June vlogs? And I think I finished it, but I didn't wear it till I went to Yarndale in September. Funny, isn't it, how some projects you really want to do them, but your confidence is knocked so easily. So I'll show you where I'm up to. And again, it's Stash yarn, and it is the, I thought I had the label. Yeah, it's Stash yarn, and it's Sublime, and this is DK, and I think it's the extra fine merino. And I've probably told you this loads of times. So I went to the shop, my daughter phoned me up, she goes, there's a yarn shop near her, was closing down, it was a flash sale, every ball was £1, and it was cash only because they were retiring. So we went, and yeah, bought loads of this yarn. So that was my sample. Very good, very good. And this is how far I've got. And I do really love it. I really love it. And I don't know whether I got put off because summer was coming. I'm a bit of a sucker for cables. Thought my cable was going the wrong way then, but it isn't. So I would like to work on this. I've got a couple of nice blouses now, so I think that was part of the problem. But it's beautiful. So I'm on the body, so I'm on like the home stretch. I've done all the hard work. It's so beautiful. And I've got a beautiful, I love colour. I've got a deep pink blouse, and I think it's on the same colour tone, I think, as this grey. It's a deep grey, and I thought they would look lovely together. So yes, I'd like to have a go at finishing that. So hopefully my notes will be a lot better. Let me just put this away. So I'm going to keep this. So that's that one. Oh, so number 5 is my weekend socks. And I was a bit confused with these as to when I started them. Excuse me. So it's House, this beautiful bag. And this is by So Ray Me. And she does these beautiful like treat boxes. And Mr. Jackson, I don't really celebrate Valentine's Day, but I saw this and I was like, oh, would you buy it for me if I'm your Valentine? Isn't the fabric beautiful? She chooses the most beautiful fabric, and then it's got this beautiful, I don't know, cluster of charms. I don't know if there's a word for it, but look at it. It is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I have got the weekend socks from Hokey Lokey Terry. They are lovely, really lovely. So it came as a package. So I bought, the yarn is from Green Lambkin Yarn. Just trying to get her label out. And it's called Just For You. And I've had loads of Suzanne's yarn and it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, just for you. Now look at this. Look at this. And it's held double with Kid Silk Haze. Look at, I don't know how to hold it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it's DK. And I keep saying I want to do a pair of DK socks. Keep wanting to do a pair of DK socks. And that is the label for the Kids Silk Haze. Does it have a colour? I don't think it does it, Rowan? No. And that's the lot number. So am I going to, and it's toe up. Where's my sock? Oh, it's so small, couldn't even see. So I completed the toe. Excuse me for sniffing. We're not long coming from walking the dogs. Oh my word. Look at the stitch definition on that. Wow. So yes, I do want to finish these, and these are only ankle socks, but there's sometimes when that's all you need. Want to, you know, when you get out of the bath and you want a pair of socks on. So they are on the to be worked on pile. So that's 2. Let me cross this one off. Oh, and then I have a crochet project. Yes, I have a crochet project. And I wanted to make one of these dolls. I started it in July, but I've really struggled with, well, I don't think I struggled. Yeah, I did struggle because this is as far as I got. It reminds me of Anne of Green Gables. Just see if I can find you a picture. Yeah. There she is there. Isn't she beautiful? Really lovely. So I managed to do the head and the body, and then I'm like, I'm not right. That doesn't look anything like that. So I met up with a friend to get some advice. So Crafty Clegg met me at Black Sheep Walls, and when I showed her, well, she couldn't stop laughing in the nicest possible way. But she said, "You haven't done anything wrong." I said, "This is too big. This is not tight enough." I said, "And this light just looks ridiculous." So she said, "Whoa." She's right. She said, "This shape here, that's kind of how it is." But she said, looking at this, she said, it is too big. She said, your tension is loose. Now, when you're making these kind of things, unless you are sitting next to somebody that's making exactly the same item, whether it be a toy, you know, a garment, an accessory, and they're using exactly the same wool and needles, you'd have no idea where you're going to be. And I get that. I'm looking up there because the Queen's up there, the Toft Queen and Emily Pankhurst, and they look like the same size, but that could be that's just how my tension is. It could be like if I, you know, if Jeanette brought her Queen rounds, you know, my Queen might be taller than hers or bigger than hers. So I thought, right, before I see Jeanette, I'm going to have another go, but I'll start the other colour because I'd quite like to do both of the dolls. So I think I must have gone down a hook size. So you can see it's slightly smaller. Slightly smaller, but I think I went down half a hook size. So I think I had to buy another hook. And I haven't got anything in here. So I think I threw it in the bag in a bit of disgust. I really, really want to make this. And my mum lost her partner in January this year, so Christmas and January is going to be extremely difficult for her, and I wanted to get something, make something for her that was perhaps not predominantly Christmas, but that she could perhaps have a little gift, and even if she can't open it over those 2 months, when she comes to it, it might be something that might make her smile. It also comes with lots of different outfits. So this is what I think of as the Anne at Green Gables. There she is. I still don't think that body looks anything like mine. Mine doesn't look long enough. That's a little Christmas outfit, but I could perhaps maybe give that to her last, like for next year. That's a summer outfit, I think, and a beach outfit. So I want to keep this, and I'm going to have another go. So that's going to be a November project, because I would like it finished for Christmas. So let me just put I don't want to overcommit myself because I would like to finish it. And then, so I was filming for June vlogs. Was it Christmas in July? Yeah, so I think I was doing that Christmas in July, and then Stephen West started his surprise sock along for year 2, and I was like, oh my word, I need to get on with this. I need to jump on that train. So I did. So this is my bag. But it's a proper bag. I've never ordered anything, but Jeanette went over to Dawn's from Dawn's Days, the Woven Almanac, and they went and had a look, and they clubbed together and they bought me a few things. And one of the things they bought me was this bag. So it's really precious to think that 2 of my friends were having a jolly and were kind enough to think of me and bring me something back. So I ordered the most fabulous yarn set from Alex from My Yarny Corner. Just make sure I've got them, and it was way out of my comfort zone, but I love it. So you needed 1 skein and then 3 minis. So they were the minis, and that was the full skein. And again, I think I'd bitten off more than I could chew in the sense of all what I'd got on. But I managed to do clue 1, clue 2. Yeah, I think clue 1 was the cuff. Let's just hide that for anybody that hasn't seen them. Yeah, that was the cuff, and then clue 2 was that bit, and that bit to join it up. And I just love his designs, the way that you think, yeah, I've knitted loads of socks, and I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't think that's going to be enough stitches to go to be the leg, and then it's like wrap around. So look at that, isn't it beautiful? Don't those colours like pop? Oh wow. And then we went on to the tricky part for me, was the brioche. I don't like to knock anybody, I really don't, and please don't take this the wrong way, but I just struggled with, I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I need to watch something and then try it to learn. Was the brioche. Oh my word. I watched loads of stuff, and then it was Alex's tutorial for brioche, and I got it. Look at that. So it is fabulous. So I only have clue 4 to do, and then I finished my first sock. So I'm definitely going to finish these. And the reason that I think I just lost my crafty mojo, shall I say. There was, yes. I think if you go back to episode 80, I explained there. I don't want to go on and on about it. So that's a good place if you were interested. Something happened. Yes. So that, I'm going to continue that. Yeah, and I think I need to get my project sorted for when we go on holiday. We are going to the Lake District, and my husband and I have decided that we are going to have a chilled holiday, and it is going to be just us two. No dogs, no children, no grandchildren, nothing. So we are packing books, books, and I'm going to pack my knitting or my crochet, and I think I just need, maybe for this pair of socks and the other pair of socks, just to have some time. And we're going to have some downtime. I'm going to switch the news off. We're just going to be ourselves. So that's that one. I'm going to continue with that. Is it this one? What's in here? Now, I am going to throw Jeanette under the bus because she was the one that was going, oh, please do this, let's do this. I don't think Jeanette has got any further. I haven't spoken to her about it. She might be wearing it on her next podcast. But you know, it's nice if you knitting something that somebody else is making, and you can like compare notes and just show each other and whatever. So this is the Kaiser tea. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That's who it's by. Whoops. So trying to be good, not buy anything. So I was using my stash, and I have got the most gorgeous yarn by one of my favourite yarn dyers. And it's by Blue Fern Yarns. And I needed 2 skeins. And the colourway is Iridescent. Look how beautiful it is. I've used loads of Shannon's yarn. Aren't they just beautiful? Now, there's 2 problems with this. One is that I got carried away by my friend trying to encourage me. I was like, oh, I can't miss out. And the second is I've got the wrong needles, in the sense of I'm not a great fan of magic loop. I can do magic loop, but I think that this needle is just way too long. I could have done with starting on a shorter needle, and I think it's just too loose. So I think that's what's put me off. Yeah, look. Do you think that's too loose? I think also I might have dropped a stitch. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know what's... Oh, that's the end. Oh, perhaps I haven't dropped a stitch. Perhaps it's just the pattern. Yeah, so I'm going to undo this. I'm going to frog it. So that's 3... Is that 3 frogs? Yes. Oh, I have 11. Right. I have 11. Well, I don't think it was actually, so I'm not going to count it. I just found something in there. The top that I made, I haven't got the pattern with me, but this is the yarn that I used. Just bear with me, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. I think I bought enough yarn for the next size up to the yarn that I actually made. Did I? No, I don't think I did. It's somewhere a long time ago. I think I didn't do it as long as what the pattern said. So I think I've got a ball, 2 balls left, or a ball and 3/4 of a ball left. Hold it up. So I was thinking of what I could do really, and I was trying to make a crocheted glass case, you know, just a little project. There they are. I've been looking for them. So this is what I was trying to make, or I planned to make, was like a glass case, and I thought, oh, I could use that up. And this is what I was doing in the summer. And it doesn't quite work for me. And I think the reason it doesn't quite work is because I should have just done it all in one colour. There's got to be a reason that I haven't picked this up. Maybe they have to be both the same, both identical, I don't know. But I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not doing it. So that's going to be undone. So that's a Kaiser tea, that's going to be frogged. Okay. So I had 11 projects, didn't I? So I've got 11. I'm frogging 3. Is that right? So that brings me down to 8. Okay. And then I have 2 more. And these are kind of, well, I was going to say cheats, but I don't think, well, this is a bit of a cheat. Because, do you know, if you have got a list, I'm very good at like writing lists, and I kind of either do done lists or I do a to-do list. I do a to-do list, but I cross off on my done list. And I always try and find something that is quite small, so I get that initial moment of joy that I've crossed something off, and I find that quite motivating. So, oh my word, I'm so sorry. My mum has got a very, very good neighbour, and she has been wonderful to her. So I would like to make her a little Christmas box up. So I've started with a pair of socks. Oh, I'm going to blow my nose, sorry. I do apologise. I'm starting off with a pair of socks. Let me just, I hope I've got the ball band in here. Yes, I have. So a very, very lovely viewer asked if she could send me something, and I was like, oh, I just get embarrassed. It's very lovely of her. She just said, oh, I've got some yarn, I think that you won't be able to use it. Well, this huge bag came, oh my word. I don't know. Right, so this yarn is from a very lovely viewer of the podcast. She sent me a huge bag of yarn. She was way too generous. It was wonderful, thank you. So out of this I have picked this yarn. So I've done a lot of vanilla sock knitting this year, I think, because I just needed, I don't know, well, I needed my soul soothed. That's why. So it's something you can just keep your hands busy. Hopefully keeps this still. And that's how it knits up. And oh my word, look at this. Yes, my mum had her socks out that I had made her. First pair of socks I made her, I think there was the second pair that I'd made, and I gifted them to my mum. She never told me till this year, until I asked her, that they are too big for her, but she won't give me to them back. She's terrible. I said to her, I'll see if I can get the yarn again, because it's West Yorkshire Spinners. But she was showing her friend really admired them, so I thought, right, I'm going to knit you a pair of socks. And I think she's a size 7. So that's the first pair, and then this is the second pair. So I'm nearly there. All I need to do is the toe. So these are, I'm not showing them in all their glory, but that's the idea. I've just knitted them. Yeah, so they're sister socks, not twins. Aren't they pretty? Really lovely. So I'm going to sew them up, finish them, sew them up, block them, but where the toe is, I'm going to leave the thread so that if they are too big or too small, I can take them back, I can measure a foot and see. So yes, so I've been hanging on to these the last week or so, 2 weeks. But yeah, it's okay, isn't it? It's my to-do list. My WIP list. Yeah, my WIP list. So that's that. And then I have held off working on this. I'm working on a blanket for my granddaughter for her to, I think, keep here. It's an Attic 24 pattern, so it's a free pattern. It's on her vlog, and it's using Starcraft yarn, and it is called Cupcake, and all my grandchildren have a nickname, and it's not something I choose, it's just something that comes to me. And a good few months before, that's what I called her. It just came out one day, and that's what she is, my little Cupcake. So I thought, wow. And I bought this yarn in 2020, 2 weeks before lockdown. So yes, I think it's 90 rows on the pattern, and I think I'm only going to do 60, and I think I'm 4 rows off. Look at this. Oh, wow. How beautiful is it? She's so clever, Lucy. Because I've worked out, I mean, she's only 2. So if I double this or double fold it, that's going to be 4 layers that she has over. So she might get a bit too hot. I don't want to overheat him. So I've got these 4 rounds to do, and then I've got to do like a crab stitch border. So I'm really, really happy with that. Right, just bear with me and I'll come back with a list. Right, I have made some firm decisions. Yep. We're ready. So I had 11 projects, and I'm frogging 4 of them. So it's the Shawlography from 2021, the SSP Slip Stitch Party, Isabel Kramer, the wrap from 2022, the Kaiser Tea from 2023, and the crochet sunglasses cover. It's just not working. So that's the 4 that I'm going to undo. And then I'm going to park a couple of projects. So I'm going to park the Toft, the Bird of Peace, and the Moby Slipover. I'm going to park that as well. And at the moment I'm thinking to myself that I might do the Moby, pick that up again between Christmas and New Year, where I will have some time that I can plan some designated time each day for about a week, and hopefully that'll get me back on track, and then I can just pick that up. So that leaves me down to 5 projects to actively work on. So I'm going to do the vanilla socks. I'm just going to get the toe, and that'll be my first thing off, and then I want to work on that cupcake blanket and get that off. I wasn't going to. Right. So that's what I want to work on this week. Yeah. And then on holiday, when I go on holiday, I want to work on my little doll, my Anne of Green Gables doll. And I want to work on the Stephen West surprise sock along. I think that's going to be my first priority, because I just need to get that last clue done. Once I've completed that, then I should be able to just follow the rest of it on, because I've already made it. It might be that I might have forgotten all about the brioche, but hopefully once I start working on it, it will come back. So I think that's straight in my mind and straight on my list. So I hope it's not too garbled for you. And the reason I put this together is that I just want to get it out there. And what happens sometimes, I'll start something come along, and I might put it to one side. I think I'm fairly good with my WIPS. What I start, I tend to finish. But I think because I had a hiccup in the summer, I'm surprised that I went into double figures. But Laura said to me, well, that's my eldest daughter, the one that's like the nitty crocheter. She said to me, Mummy, should you need to show people what you finished? Because I'd make it and then I would just forget about it and think, oh, it's been too long. Yeah, you won't want to see that now, because I have my litmus scarf on, and I think I showed that on the podcast for Friday just gone. But I'm not sure whether I actually called it the litmus cow. Right, I hope that's okay. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope it's given you a bit of encouragement to maybe get your WIPS out, to admit how many you've got. It doesn't matter. I think you have whatever you want. Some people just like to start something and they will get around to it eventually and finish it. Some people, it completely overwhelms them. So it's just getting some idea, some motivation, really. Yes. And sometimes you just need to start a project and you know you're not going to be able to finish it, but it's just the fact of starting it, isn't it? I think. Well, I hope that's okay for now. And I'll see you soon. It'll probably be, I'm not going to say when it's probably going to be, because that's putting pressure on myself, but once we've got the Vlogtober vlogs out, which I'm loving, by the way, I'm not saying that I don't, we'll be back a bit more frequently. Okay, bye my lovies, take care, happy crafting.